everyone, what is going on? So we are doing more Go Battle League videos, and I have a team that I'm using. I actually go 5-0 with this team, so I feel like it's a really powerful team. We have Umbreon, Toxicroak, and Registeel. So as we know, Toxicroak does counter quite a few Pokemon in the meta that are really popular, such as Registeel, and if you get the Sludge Bomb off against a Grass type or a Azumel, it's going to be doing a lot of damage, isn't it? Because Toxicroak does have a high attack. It is weak to ground, though. As you can see, Whiscash is relatively weak to Whiscash. I mean, we have the Umbreon, which isn't, so I was just hoping like he didn't shield, so I could just knock out this Whiscash, so we could save our 2-back Pokemon for other options. Obviously, that's why I didn't switch. You know, I'm not going to switch into a Whiscash with my Toxicroak or Registeel. But yeah, overall, I think this is a very powerful team. You know, obviously, if they lead with a Pokemon like Registeel or a fighting type, it's not going to be great for us. Registeel does have Focus Blast, and if they lead with a Azumel, it's still not good. We still lose the matchup. But you know, if they don't have Play Rough, a lot of Azumel do run Ice Beam and Hydro Pump. If they don't have the Play Rough, we're still doing okay against it with Last Resort. We still lose the matchup, but it's not that bad. But anyway, Haunter is another big threat for this team, besides the Umbreon. I shouldn't say it's a big threat because we have the Umbreon, so I guess it's not that bad. But, you know, Haunter could be a little bit annoying, but of course it does have the shield, right? So, yeah, I mean, as I said, we do go 5-0 in this set. I can't wait to try out more battles with this team because I was really satisfied with it. We're actually going to be able to get off another Mud Bomb against this shiny Registeel. I mean, it's going to do a good amount of damage. It's not going to knock it out, of course. And we're just trying to feint him with counter. We actually get to another Mud Bomb, and we're going to be able to finish off this Registeel. So we do go ahead and take game 1. And that was a pretty good game for us. I mean, we did have a pretty good start and everything. So, but there are times we lose the lead and still lose the game in this video. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that. So we're just going to jump in with the same team. I have this team preset, so we're just using it. See who we're going to battle next once I get an opponent. But yeah, overall, as I said, I think this team is pretty good. I do like it. I like the starting Pokemon. I love Umbreon. It's really tanky. Registeel is tanky. Toxicroak just counters a lot of Pokemon. So I really like the team. It's going to be ultra difficult to get to rank 10. You need to get 3,000 points. And that's really crazy, honestly, because I'm only at like 2,400 something. I think at the moment it's like 2,431, I think. And I know some people below 2,000. So you have to go 1,000 points just to get rank 10. That's crazy. But as you can see, we do have the Registeel against the Umbreon, so it's not the greatest matchup. I was actually switching into my Toxicroak, and then they have an Altaria in the back, so this is not a good matchup for us. So we're going to go Sludge Bomb. I was trying to think of how I could possibly win this one, and he's going to go ahead and go for a Charge Attack. We do want to let Toxicroak go down. At least we took a shield, though, so at least Toxicroak was able to take a shield. We do bring in the Registeel, and I am going to go for my Flash Cannon, but he will get off a Charge Attack first. But that's totally fine because, you know, those attacks from Altaria are not going to do much. So we're going to go for that Flash Cannon right now. And that won't knock out Altaria, but it still does a good amount. And then I switch into my Umbreon and go for the Foul Play to knock out the Altaria immediately, or at least attempt to. And it will fall. So in comes that Azumel. So as you can see, the Azumel versus my Umbreon. Now, obviously, I don't know if he has Play Rough, so we're going to learn that. Obviously, we hope that he doesn't. I'm personally running Ice Beam and Hydro Pump on my Azumel, although I don't have it in this video, of course. So we're going to go ahead and take the attack, and it's going to be Ice Beam. So that tells me he's not running Play Rough. I didn't think that was a bait. I was thinking it was probably just because he has Ice Beam Hydro Pump. So we're just going to continue to go Last Resort. I'm not really expecting shields at this point. So we're going to go ahead and take an Ice Beam. Now, this is going to be a tricky situation. I know he has energy on that Registeel. However, we are up an additional shield. So, can we get to a couple Focus Blasts to knock out that Registeel? Well, we're going to find out relatively soon. So, we do go ahead and get to a Last Resort. We actually get to it before he gets to Ice Beam. That might have been a CMP tie, but I'm hoping to knock out the Azumel. We are successfully able to do so. In comes that Registeel and deletes my Umbreon. So now it's my Registeel versus his Registeel. I go ahead and shield this one. It will be a Focus Blast, so luckily we shielded that. Now, we're going to charge up to Focus Blast. I do go ahead and go for it just in case he thought it was a bait and risked not shielding. So I do go for the Focus Blast. He will opt to shield that, and he'll go for a charge attack. I make an ultra risky play. I'm like, I'm not going to shield this. It's a flash cannon. We call that bait. Super risky on my end, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure he could get to another Focus Blast. So if we had shielded that, I think we would have lost, but we actually get to a Focus Blast and knock out the Registeel. I know it was ultra risky, but I feel like he could have gotten to like an additional charge attack, or like an additional Focus Blast if I did go ahead and shield it. So that's why I risked it. Really risky, but it paid off for us and we're able to win. Now, I could be wrong.Maybe we still would have won, but that's what I did. So the next matchup is huge for us. He does have Umbreon. I do lag a little bit, but we're just continuing the game anyway. So he does pull the switch, trying to catch my foul play, but I'm not going to go ahead and pull the trigger. I'm just going to switch into my Toxicroak. And now we have Toxicroak versus this Registeel. I'll let the Flash Cannon go off. It does do a lot. Absolutely does a lot of damage. But we're still able to take it, and I know lock-ons are not going to be able to feint us down before we're able to feint him down, so he's going to have to go for like a Flash Cannon. So he does get to that Flash Cannon, and what do? I decide to shield because I was pretty sure I could feint him with counter, and it looks like we're lagging. Unfortunately, I guess I had clicked on the Mud Bomb, so not able to feint him down with counters, but that's okay. So we do go ahead and knock out that Registeel, taking the lead, and in comes a Shadow Victreebel. So Shadow Victreebel does so much damage, it's insane. Even the Registeel, look how much that Razor Leaf is doing. That's just chunking away our health. I didn't TM a frustration on Victreebel, but I really wish I did because I want to try it out myself. So we're going to go ahead and take this attack. What's it going to be? I was figuring we resist every move that Victreebel has, but still does a lot. Anyway, he switches, and I saw that switch, and I switched immediately to click on the foul play. Doing okay damage, I'll take it. So I'm like, okay, I don't know if he has Focus Blast. I'm going to risk it, because even a Focus Blast wouldn't knock us out. So that Ice Beam tells me he doesn't have Focus Blast, and then he runs from the game because he realized it was over. So really good game on my opponent's end, and it was really nice battling. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into another game. As you can see, I'm currently rank 8, rank 9. You do need 2,500 and then 3,000 for rank 10, which is probably going to be incredibly difficult. I hope they change it personally, because that seems unreachable, but we'll probably get rank 9. We'll see. I have no more battles left for today, but we'll see. So we're just waiting for my opponent, see what they have for us. The worst matchups for us, I would say, probably Registeel. Well, not the worst matchup. I would say maybe like a fighting type is probably bad for us. Of course, like Toxicroak. But for the next matchup, we're going up against the Mantine. And this is pretty good for us. Yes, it has Bubble, which lowers our attack. And Foul Play is not the strongest move in the game. But Bubble Beam is not the strongest move in the game either. So we're going to be able to take that easily and just go for Foul Play. So Umbreon should win this matchup. It does, I'm pretty sure. Now, of course, he can go for Ice Beam as well, which would do more damage. So we'll see how he decides to play it out. I'm just not going to shield any of these attacks from Mantine. Foul Play still doing a decent amount, right? I mean, even though our attack was lowered, it's going to be lowered again. So he's going to lower it with Bubble Beam. But again, Umbreon is just so tanky. We're just able to take these Bubble Beams. Going to go ahead and go for the Foul Play right now. And that will not be shielded. And then I think the switch is coming. Yes, he switches. I'm going to go ahead and pull the switch because I do not want to use an attack that is double debuffed, right? So I'm going to go ahead and shield this Mud Bomb. So the way I looked at this match is I'm like, okay, he's going to win this match because he's up on energy, but at least we'll take both shields doing so, although he'll take both of ours as well. So I was pretty okay with that, so I'm going to go ahead and do the Mud Bomb, and he is going to go and use his Mud Bomb. I have to shield if I don't want Toxicroak to faint. So the Mud Bomb comes my way, and we're trying to get to another one. We do get to it, so I'm 100% expecting the shield. Let's see if he decides to shield this. He does, so we should be losing this to a Mud Bomb. Yes, so Mud Bomb comes out, but that Toxicroak is super low, right? So whatever comes in, let's see. I think I bring in, Umbreon and go for that Foul Play immediately. This is going to be enough to knock out the Toxicroak. Shields are down, so we're going to go ahead and knock out Toxicroak just fine. Out comes Mantine. It will be using a charge move. I was expecting Bubble Beam. It's actually going to be Ice Beam, which makes sense, but we're still able to take it and get to a foul play before he faints us, or he gets to like a Bubble Beam. So this is going to be enough to feint the Mantine. Mantine is a fantastic Pokemon, by the way. I think it's really good. But I pull the switch immediately, and I was worried about Overheat, but since he runs, he probably didn't have it. He may have had like Dragon Claw and Ancient Power, or I'm not really sure, but maybe he thought he didn't have anything to stop Registeel, so good game. So that's 4-0 currently, so we're going to jump into one more game for this video. And let's see who we've got. By the way, if you see yourself in this video, I mention it all the time. Definitely comment down below or tweet me on Twitter. I love when you guys tweet me our battles, whether you record the whole battle or you just tweet me an image of the starting screen. I love seeing it. So we have a Shadow Blossom, so this is very interesting. I knew it had Razor Leaf, and that's just eating away. Oh my gosh, guys, look how much damage that is doing. And you know Umbreon, you know how tanky it is. It's just not able to take those Razor Leaves. So I definitely want to try out a Shadow Pokemon with Razor Leaf or Charm, because it just does so much damage. I need another Frustration event where I could TM away more Frustration. I should have TM'd away more than I did. But that's okay. We're going to go ahead and go for Foul Play, hoping to get to another one. We're not able to do so. That Razor Leaf just is so much damage. So I'm going to bring out my Registeel. We're still taking a lot. In comes Toxicroak, and I switch into my Toxicroak. And I'm like, this is definitely... we're down a Pokemon. He's down a shield. So, I don't know. Maybe we could pull it off. We're going to be able to knock out the Toxicroak because, as I said, we're up a shield. We'll have to invest both shields if we want to do so, though. So, going to go ahead and take that shield. And we're going to go ahead and use this one, of course. Now, I was kind of concerned he might try and pull the switch, but I don't think his switch timer was up, so I don't think he could have. So I just go for the Mud Bomb, and this is definitely going to knock out the Toxicroak, as it does. So in comes a Deoxys. So I thought I was going to lose this one, so I'm going for my Sludge Bomb. We actually get to the Sludge Bomb, luckily for us. So this is just going to do a good amount of damage. You know, that's pretty good. So he's going to go ahead and use a Charge Attack. It was a CMP tie, it looked like. And this is going to knock us out. Rock Slide. That's totally fine. We bring in Registeel and just go for the Flash Cannon. I believe this definitely... I think this is enough. It is. Yeah, it is enough. And then in comes that Blossom. And this is beautiful for us because we resist all of its charge moves, right? I mean, we resist Grass, we resist Poison. And Razor Leaf is doing a lot, but not enough to knock us out before we get to the Flash Cannon. So we're actually going to take this game. The thing about Shadow Pokemon is they're really good now, some of them, but they do require shields. That doesn't mean they're bad, but you do have to invest in like at least one shield, if not two, to protect them. So as you can see, we win all 5 games. And another thing I'm really excited about, I'll show you in a minute after I transfer some items, is I got a Rufflet. So that's my Pokédex Rufflet. So I'm really excited about that. I was so excited, actually, that I forgot to use a Pineapple Berry for the candy. But that's okay. That's okay. It's only 3 extra candy, so we're just going to go ahead and catch it, of course. So we caught a Rufflet. Pokédex entry. Just need one more for this set, of course. And we'll check the IVs. Not really that good. And then we're going to pick up more dust. And that's going to be it for this one, guys. See you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for checking out my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, check out one of my other videos that you'll probably enjoy.